Hi, it's Mimi. Welcome back to my channel. This video will be a tutorial on business applications. Hit the red subscribe button and get this video to 4 views and I will come to the test tomorrow. Let's get started.
Hey guys, so the first question that we're going to attempt is question 13 on the pretest. So the question is, when the price is $1.75 each, 3,000 fruit bars will be sold. If the price of the fruit bar is raised to $2, the sales will drop to 2,500. So the first question is to determine the price or function of this. So first thing you want to do is grab like all of your price numbers. So like $1.75 and the $2, but see when it says it's raised to $2, so that means when you add 25 cents. So you put that together and you have $1.75, your initial, plus your 25-cent increase, and then the N is like how many times like the number of 25-cent increases. Then you take your fruit bar numbers, which is 3,000, and it says drop to 25,000, so that means a decrease of 500. So you have your initial minus, so every number of 25-cent increase means you drop 500 fruit bars. Then what you want to do is isolate for n here. So I did that, and you get x minus 3,000 over negative 500. And then you just want to substitute this n. Well, you want to substitute this into here because you're expressing p in terms of x. So you end up with this equation, and then you expand and simplify, and then you get this 3.25 minus 5 times 10 to the power of negative 4x. Okay, then the second question is to determine the marginal revenue from the sale of 2,700 fruit bars. So to determine the marginal revenue, the first thing you have to know is the revenue. So to find the revenue, you do price times units. So you have your demand function, which is here, and then you just multiply it by x, which is your unit. And then you get 3.25x minus 5 times 10 to the power of negative 4x squared. Then, to do the marginal revenue, you just find the derivative of this, which is this, and then you just plug in 2,700. And then you do like some calculations, and you end up with 55 cents per bar sold. Okay. So the third question is to determine the marginal cost of purchasing 3,000 bars, and they give you the cost function. So you take the cost function, and then to do the marginal cost function, all you have to do is do the derivative, and you end up with 0.25. Then you plug in your 3,000, but since you don't have like anything to like plug it into in like the equation, it's basically just 25 cents per bar. Question D, determine the marginal profit function for the sale of the fruit bars. The profit function is revenue minus cost. And then so I just plugged in my revenue function. Here's the minus, and then here's the cost function. And then I expanded, simplified, and then I did the derivative to find the marginal profit function, which is negative 1 times 10 to the power of negative 3x plus 3. Okay. The last one is determine the marginal profit from the sale of 3,000 bars. So you have your marginal profit function, which is this, and then all you have to do is plug in 3,000. And then I got the answer of $0 per bar, so you're not making any money. So the one last thing I wanted to talk about is when they ask you to determine revenue in terms of price increases, what you do is, okay, I know it says dogs, but it's actually supposed to say hot dogs, but I just forgot to write hot. So you take your like hot dog numbers first. So basically you take your hot dog numbers, so 45 and 2, and then you make your like equation, so your initial, which is 45, minus 2 dollar increases, and And then you take your money number, so you have $5, which is your initial. And then for every $1 increase, so the N represents the number of $1 increases. And then to find the revenue in terms of price increases is R in terms of like N. And to do that, you do price times sales. So this is your price times your sales, which is this. And then this is your equation basically. So yeah. Okay, so some common mistakes when doing these questions are when you're like doing these numbers, you might like make X like your money numbers or your like money equation, but you always want to make sure that X is like your item numbers, and also isolate properly, and remember you're isolating for the N in the X equation, so then you can plug it into the price equation to get this. So yeah, so that's one common mistake. And then another thing is just like making sure you do like the derivatives and the calculations properly. Yeah, and that's it. Oh, well, for this one, you don't want to do like cost minus revenue, because if you think about it, revenue is like all the money that you get, and then cost is like how much you spent. So your profit is like the total amount of money that you made subtracted the amount of money that you spent, so that's like how much you made. And that's it.